it. Hi Laura, I'm outside Parliament now. Good morning everybody, it's Brexit Brian. I'm outside Parliament where there's a big bill being debated today with the possibility of assisted suicide, assisted dying being made legal. There's a lot of people up here. There's a lot of people for and a lot of people against up here. As I passed by on the bus, the Die With Dignity people were out there in the hundreds. They're up the top end there. Let's have a look. I'm going to try and speak to people at some point.
My friend Steve Clayton lives in
Good morning, Jill. What's happening is there's going to be a debate and a decision time, a vote in Parliament today in regards to assisted dying. That's what's going on. So you've got people on all sides coming up and showing their support one way or the other.
Portrait, landscape?
a mix. And some closer in as well.
I'm live on Facebook, mate. Is it all right if I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mind? I'm live on Facebook, yeah?
Okay.
I see your banner there.
Yep.
Could you explain a little bit about what that means?
Yes, certainly. I think the evidence we've got from Oregon, from Australia, from Belgium, from Holland, says that if this law comes in, then the drive to actually for people to die will be quite insistent. It will be very directional. If you look at the evidence of Oregon, 43% of those who opted for assisted suicide in May 2024 was because they consider themselves a burden. And every country has brought this in. There are increasing numbers of people who go for this assisted suicide because they consider themselves a burden. And I fear this is a return to what I see as Nazi barbarism, when they actually killed those they described as useless eaters. And I'm afraid, as a nation, we fought against Nazi barbarism, and I fear we're adopting this bill becomes law.
Yeah. I mean, I hope you don't mind me asking you some difficult questions, because, you know, my audience would like to know. I mean, what about the argument that this bill actually is showing compassion to people who are suffering and in pain? What is your response to that?
I absolutely understand that. And nobody, I think, who's got any humanity wants anybody to suffer. I mean, I've got a sister who's a pain nurse specialist, So the issue is really for palliative care and to help people with their pain. But interestingly, if you look at the Oregon Masons, pain as a cause of them opting for assisted suicide is 5th on the list. So as a society, we need to care, be compassionate, and provide appropriate help and support people who are in pain, not to kill them.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would go along with you there. I mean, I don't trust human nature. That's my problem.
Yeah.
You know, I feel that once they legalise the act of killing people, we're on a slippery slope, aren't we?
We are.
Anybody else got anything to say here?
Just one last thing on that one. There is that one-liner where there is a will, there are relatives. Sadly, that may have relevance for the talk.
Yeah. I don't know if you're aware, but there's actually a lot of people on the other side there who are for this bill.
Yeah, I walked past them.
Yeah. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy to live, not to die.
Anybody else got anything to say to my Facebook audience? Anybody? No? That's fair enough. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah.
3 months long. Chinese friend. One of the friends that we made
I like your hat, madam. Does that hat represent anything?
disabled people against drugs.
Right. I'm live on Facebook. Yeah. I've got an audience of people watching me. Have you got anything to say about what's going on here today?
I don't support assisting to kill disabled people before their natural death. You don't know who you're killing. Cures become available. Doctors can be wrong about these terminal diagnoses. New treatments can become available, and you don't know what the disabled person, people may have accomplished if they've waited and been cared for and had any new treatment, what they could have done for disabled people, what could have changed.
Right, how far did I get?
Thank you very much. Yeah, you obviously feel very strongly coming out like this. Best of luck. Yeah, you all right there, darling?
Also, why are we introducing killing on the NHS? This puts us in a position where doctors are both caring for living,
God, am I wrong?
but
No, you're
also
sorry. You know what?
to help people to die, to speed up death, and lots of others don't want to do that. And they haven't come out in support of this bill, so that should tell you something.
Yeah, you make a very good point there. I mean, the NHS should not be about killing people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's nothing in the bill that has set out how this assisted dying will work and what resources the NHS would need to provide this so-called service. And at a time when we all know the NHS hasn't got enough money, why spend resources on this?
Yeah, very good point. Well, I certainly hope it goes your way today, my lovely. Thank you, yeah. Have you come from very far today then?
No.
But far enough. Thank you, darling. Okay, so did you hear what that lady said? She was talking about resources and she was talking about the NHS should not be providing resources to kill people, but actually resources to keep people alive. Did you get my Antifa watch badge? Just see that some fucking lefty just there, just come up and photograph me. You can't get away from them, can you? I've just said to him, have you seen my Antifa watch badge? He literally came right up to me and photographed me. These people don't leave you alone, do they? Yeah. I like your banner, sir. If in doubt, vote no. Yeah. Yeah. Have you got what's that? What's that about then?
I just think you've seen on the news recently a lot of politicians changing their minds, and I think there's a lot of misinformation out there. People not quite understanding what this bill really sets a precedent of, and I think for that reason we should err on the side of not allowing something as big, as this.
Yeah, I mean, do you have a rough idea of what the actual bill is asking for? I mean, what is the bill asking for?
It's asking for terminally ill patients with less than, I believe, 6 months to live,
to have the choice to die, and then the doctors can just do that, yeah?
Doctors can just do that, I think so.
It is scary, isn't it? Yeah. To put that kind of power in the hands. I mean, didn't the doctors have an oath to save lives?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Thank you very much, yeah? Cheers, mate.
Overall, there's like a 60% chance of getting
Okay, so I've interviewed 3 people so far. I was particularly impressed by that disabled lady in her wheelchair who talked about the resources of the NHS. I apologise if I swore earlier, but some bloke come right up to me, clearly a lefty, and photographed me. When this is nothing to do with me, is it? This is to do with something completely different. That's him over there, look. Okay, what am I going to do? Hello there, mate, sorry.
It's a very potentially nasty situation. I'm not saying don't.
Hello, Jez. I got a bit annoyed earlier because there's some lefty bloke here. He's come right up to me and photographed me. I said to him, have you seen my Antifa watch badge? Did you get that in? It annoys me because this is nothing to do with our sort of politics, is it? I'm live on Facebook. I'm trying to ask people some of their opinions about this, and I noticed that your friend here, you've got this "Don't Make Doctors Killers." Yeah, could you explain a little bit about that?
Well, the thing is
that doctors traditionally, I mean, for hundreds, thousands of years, doctors have been told never to harm the people they're dealing with, the patients. And obviously, because a doctor has a lot of trust put in him or her, there's got to be a really, really strong sense of duty and decency and care and carefulness in doctors. And I think this is going to force a lot of doctors, unfortunately, to get involved in something that they abhor. And of course, the more you do something that you've been trained not to do, and your brain just starts to accept it. And I wouldn't be blaming the doctors if we pass this law. Unfortunately, it's our fault. The doctors will gradually be more inclined to let people die, more inclined to think about, evaluate is that person, should that person be around or not. So I think it's a very slippery slope. I'm convinced it's a slippery slope.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm going off subject here, but they've had the Liverpool pathway, haven't they? Do you know about the Liverpool pathway?
Yes, I do.
They've had that for quite a few years now.
Yeah.
I mean, is that the same thing, or is
Well, I
that?
think I agree with you. In fact, I think they were supposed to be rolling back a bit from the Liverpool pathway because they decided that people were dying a bit too fast when they decided to on that. But anyway, the point is that's the tip of the iceberg, isn't it? The doctors are already grappling with who should be allowed to die, who at the very, very last minute should be given a little bit of help with painkillers, which they've been doing for many years, actually.
Yeah.
And in a way, one thinks, well, perhaps that's permissible, but this would be taking it so many stages.
So many stages further, yeah.
And it would be making it, doctors I don't think would, knowing how busy they are, they wouldn't be able to think so carefully about, do we let this person go and perhaps give them some extra morphine? It would just be a matter of course, this is fine, just give them the morphine now. So they may well be dying earlier than they would have done under current conditions.
I mean, this vote has come up a few times in the past, hasn't it? And it's always, the MPs have always turned it down. Let's hope they do that again today, eh?
Well, I hope so, but I hope we're not going to follow all these countries that have liberalised on this issue. Because some people seem to think just because other countries have done it, we ought to do it. And I think it's the exact opposite. We should be looking at what's happened in the other countries. And unfortunately, in the other countries, it's gone from a few hundred to thousands, and the numbers are going up and up and up, who are now getting this so-called assisted dying.
Well, thank you very much, thank you. You've got quite a few people watching you.
Oh!
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There we are. She was very eloquent. She put that very eloquently. Yeah, sorry about that, Jez. I just couldn't believe it. This bloke literally come right up to me within like 6 feet of me and took a photo of me. I mean, he should be concentrating on these issues. What's going on here? I was tempted to go back there and wind him up, but what's the point? I'm not here for that reason. Hello, sir. 2/3 of the public say sort out care first. Could you explain something about that?
Because
I'm live on Facebook, by the way.
Oh, you're live.
I've got an audience watching.
The reason I'm carrying this banner is because I believe that it's important to sort out palliative care and make that as pain-free as possible. And that's why I'm carrying this banner. Sort out the care first.
Yeah, because the argument for the other side is, why should people be prolonged in pain when they can have their pain relief?
I have sympathy with that, don't you?
I do, yes.
I have
Yes, I
very
do.
much sympathy with that.
Yeah.
And I do understand that. And, my elderly mother always used to say, God, I wish I was dead, But she wouldn't kill herself. But she had very good palliative care. And in the end, she passed away peacefully, pain-free, happily. With her family, and that's the way I believe.
That's the way you believe.
Care first. That's what I believe.
So your point is sort out the care first, give people the drugs that they need to be as pain-free as possible.
At the end of life.
Yeah.
Yes, if they have a choice, that's it. I mean, we none of us know what's going to happen to us, do we?
No, we don't.
That's
I
the
mean,
whole
myself, I happen to be a Christian.
Good.
I believe in Jesus very
Me
much.
too.
And I do trust him to, you know, when the time comes, our days are numbered, and when the time comes, he'll know.
It's his choice.
It's his choice. You sum that up in a nutshell, mate. It's his choice, and none of us should be playing God.
Correct.
Thank you very much, sir. There you go. I'm supposed to be neutral here, but inevitably I end up putting my point of view across as well. Let's go and should we go and have a look at the other side? Does anybody want to see the other side? The people that are for the bill getting passed, there's a large group there called Dying with Dignity. I suppose we better find out what all that's about then, eh? Bear with me, I've got a bad ankle and I'm still walking with my crutch. You could probably hear it in the background. Oh! I think I need to get the point of view from these people as well. This is supposed to be about constructive journalism. I'm not sure myself what the public consensus is on this issue. I know on Facebook and the like, most people are against the idea. But it would be interesting to have a referendum to find out what the actual public think about it. See, over there, I don't know if you can see, the sun is really shining brightly on my phone. Over there's about 200 people, all with wearing their pink hats and everything. They're the Dying with Dignity group. And now there's another lot over here, and I'm just about to approach them. Oh, here we go. This looks interesting. Here we go, he's very loud, isn't he? Let's find out what's going on there.
Both doctors do not want to put against the oath the doctors made.
Sorry, can I just get through there? Cheers, mate.
Promise the doctors made that they will do their best to cure you.
Sorry, John.
Why do you want to go to hospital and then be told, sorry, we don't want you to live anymore, it's time for you to die, we're going to give you poison? Come on, that's what happens under assisted dying. No! No!
No!
And they've already voted on this in Parliament. They voted on this in 2013. It was overwhelmingly defeated. Over 300 MPs voted against it, and there were only 100 odd voted in favour. Overwhelmingly defeated. We don't want this in the UK. We don't want it. No! Giving people poison. No to assisted dying. Life! 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 That's what we want. That's what we stand for. And we know what's going to happen. If we have assisted dying, we know what's going to happen. There's going to be thousands of people put to death. As in Canada, as in the Netherlands, as in...
Yeah, are you one of the stewards?
Thousands got together.
Yeah, okay.
We don't want
I'm looking for the opinion of both sides. Yeah, I've been over there and I've spoken to those people over there. I'm just wondering what the opinion is of people on your side of the point of view. Yeah. Yeah, I'm live here on Facebook. Yeah, I've got a few people watching.
Alright, yeah, we're supporting Kim Leadbeater's robustly safeguarded choice at the end of life bill for terminally ill adults.
Yeah, I mean, do you not? You have no moral concerns at all about the bill itself, right?
The bill is specifically for adults who are mentally competent and terminally ill. It's about shortening death and not shortening life.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello. You got something to say, Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I get your banner in there as well? Thanks.
I've had the experience where a friend of mine died of pancreatic cancer, and this took months to do. And at the end, I went to see him, and he was just laid in bed, almost a skeleton, and he could hardly talk, he could just whisper, and he said to me, I've had enough, I just want to go, I just want to go. Now, don't you think he should be allowed to go? That's good. It's compassion, isn't it? This is all dogma that he's on about.
Right.
Just, you know, he's saying all these countries where they've got these, they've got it in and it's been corrupted, as he says. Well, they're all democracies. You know, if the public vote against them, the government will change them, won't they?
Yeah.
And this, they can always change this afterwards, can't they? You know, when they get experience, you can modify the rules.
Yeah.
They're not set in stone forevermore.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, my heart goes out to anybody that's suffering and in pain. But to sum this up, what you're saying is you witnessed a friend who died of extremely painful death of pancreatic cancer, and you would like to make sure that people don't die in pain.
Yeah. No more people die.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel that the bill protects people other than those people that you're concerned about?
The trouble is, there's so many different situations that can arise, isn't there? It's hard to sum everything up in a few words in a bill, isn't it? So in practice, after experience, after it's been in a while, you can see the flaws in it, if there are any flaws, and then you can get your parliament to vote to change it in a democratic manner, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, thank you very much, Thank you very, very much for talking to me, sir. Yeah.
I hope I've converted you, but I'm not going to ask you.
Well, I'm not here to be converted. I'm just here to see what other people think.
Good idea.
Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you. Bye.
They're going to bring down the
Okay, well, I'm not going to stay on this all day. I've got the other side and I've got this side. You know, you might get Yep, I couldn't agree with you more. I'd go a little bit further than that. I wouldn't call it assisted dying. I've got another word for it, but I need to be careful. I need to be mindful because I'm on Facebook here, and you know what they're like. They don't like the truth.
Thou shalt not kill. It is written. Jeremiah 29:11. My thoughts towards you is not for evil, but for good, to give you hope and a future. When you cry to me, I will answer. That is the word of God.
Yeah.
In Jeremiah
So,
29, verse 11.
hello there. Right, I'm live on Facebook here. I'm trying to find out what people are here for, and obviously I know, but I'm just trying to find out what people have got to say, that's all.
I've got to say that the bill doesn't need 2 doctors. The bill only needs 2 medical practitioners, and is very dangerous because the practitioners could be a nurse, could be a pharmacist, could be somebody trained for the job. But the bill is very misleading.
I come with good message.
It talks about doctors, but it
I come with good message.
medical practitioners.
It's never too late.
To read it in detail to find that
knocking
out.
on the door of the heart.
So the bill is actually a
It's
cover-up.
never,
The bill is a
ever
cover-up.
late. No.
It's a cover-up.
It's
a
never
cover-up,
late.
yes.
Yeah.
The safeguards are not there. The safeguards, everyone says the safeguards are there, the safeguards are not there. The bill covers up by using the word doctor to mean medical practitioner.
Yeah. I to be honest with you, I haven't read the bill throughout, so I don't know every clause.
Yeah, well you need to.
Yeah.
People need to read the bill. The BBC agreed with me when I phoned them.
Oh,
Many answers.
Great
The
Britain
BBC
shall be
agreed
saved. Yes.
It's 2 medical
Britain
practitioners.
the Great.
It's
Right.
2 doctors.
Great Britain.
So what I'm curious about is how they determine whether someone's got less than 6 months to live.
Well, that is a whole big ball game in itself.
It is.
Oh, praise the
Terminal
Lord.
illness
God's hand is
is
not
very
too short to
difficult
deliver.
prognosis to make.
Ah.
And usually they get it wrong. There's been cases of people given 6 months, they've lived years and years. I believe I read even 12 years. So they can't determine that. But the issue is that people's lives must not be pressurised.
It sounds like you're very passionate and determined about this issue, yeah?
This bill needs to stop. Once this floodgate is opened, anything could happen. The bill will not need to be changed by Parliament. The bill could be changed by the Cabinet or the Secretary of State. The High Court judge requirement will go. That's very soon because we haven't got enough High Court judges. So it's all crazy, and it's opening the floodgates to normalising suicide. And we mustn't normalise suicide because a lot of mentally ill people, a lot of vulnerable people will feel under pressure to take their own lives. You imagine an older person with a low self-image and not really accepted by anybody around, and they will feel I'm a burden to everybody, I'll just take my life. It's absolutely dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
It's a very dangerous bill.
Thank you very much, sir, yeah? Thank you. Thank you, darling.
Because I see that,
Thank you.
I can see that some adults don't know their left or their right, and they are going to tell their children that way. But I pray in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That any youth-
Can I ask you something? Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Right, okay. Where are you going to continue?
Well, I'm filming live on Facebook.
Facebook.
I'm on Facebook now, and there's an audience watching.
No.
You don't want to talk, no? No, that's fair enough. I just wanted the spiritual dimension. That's all.
fine, that's fine.
You know, you're coming here as
Do not take life.
you're
Life
coming
is
here
in
as a
God's
Christian,
hands.
aren't you? So,
Yeah, we're Christians.
right. Well, I'm a Christian as well.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to talk about being a Christian.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, I just wanted the Christian point of view. That's
I
all.
don't know what your channel is like.
Christian
that's the
point of
thing.
view is Christian point of view. You want a Christian point of view? Christian point of view is not to take life. Thou shalt not murder, and thou shalt not help somebody else to take their life. And choose life, not death, is in the book of Deuteronomy. Choose this day who you will serve. Choose life, not death. That's Deuteronomy 30. That's right. So we choose life today.
Yeah.
And we do not choose death.
Yeah.
Dignity is life. Dignity is life. It isn't death.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
And we shouldn't assist people to. And the problem is, people will take advantage of this bill to get rid of their relatives if they want the money, basically.
Yeah.
It's very, very dangerous bill.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm a bit disappointed. I wanted a Christian point of view there, and I didn't get one. Okay, Brexit Brian loves you. Thank you for watching. I'm going to call it a day now. I think I've covered everything that needs to be covered. I mean, I could just double the footage, couldn't I? You know, I've got opinions from both sides, so that's it. Bye now. Please don't forget to share. Please share. I've had that bloke standing next to that Christian there saying, why do I need to be live on Facebook? I mean, what a silly answer. You know, I mean, people want debate, don't they? You want to be able to see what's going on and what's happening. I mean, what a very silly answer. You know, this is the most important bill that's going through in human terms, you know. And here we've got someone saying, why do I need to put it live? God, there are some weirdos out there. Bye now.